Hello, dear viewers, and welcome to Royal Telly. I'm your host, Chloe, bringing you an in-depth dive into the world of royal news. Today, we're casting a critical eye on the British tabloids, specifically the Daily Mail's recent article on Prince Harry. This piece is a masterclass in spinning a narrative that is both misleading and deeply cynical, painting a picture of a distraught and rage-filled Prince Harry over what they call the hostile takeover of his beloved charity, Sentebale. This article uses this so-called analysis as a launching point to once again compare Prince Harry unfavorably to his brother, Prince William. The piece quotes figures from William's charitable organizations, the Royal Foundation, and the Earthshot Prize, touting their impressive income while implying that Harry and Meghan's Archewell Foundation pales in comparison. But let's tackle this head-on. Firstly, the portrayal of Prince Harry as distraught is a classic tabloid tactic. They are weaponizing a sensitive and personal issue, Harry's deep connection to his life's work at Sentebale, and framing it as a moment of weakness, a moment where he should regret leaving the royal family. They want us to believe he is so consumed by rage that he is incapable of seeing what he could have achieved in tandem with his brother. This portrayal is not just misleading, it's dangerous. The idea that Harry could have worked in tandem with William is a lie, a fabrication that the tabloids themselves have played a significant role in creating. The brothers have been estranged for years, a fact that the tabloids have gleefully amplified at every turn. So let's be clear, this is not about charity. This is about control. This is about the British press's continued obsession with humiliating Harry and Meghan at every turn. It is a desperate and cynical attempt to distract from the real issues at hand. Clearly, the tabloids have a knack for spinning a tale. But let's dig deeper to understand the full context. Now, the tabloids would have us believe that Harry could have worked in tandem with his brother William. But is that really the case? The truth is that Harry and William have been on divergent paths for quite some time, a fact that the tabloids themselves have delighted in highlighting. The relationship between the brothers, once so close, has been strained, a rift that has only deepened over the years. Much of this estrangement has been fueled by the relentless media scrutiny and the pressure of royal expectations, factors that have played a significant role in Harry's decision to step back from royal duties. The tabloids have played a large part in this narrative, amplifying every disagreement, every perceived slight, and every independent decision, turning them into scandalous headlines. And now these same outlets are attempting to rewrite history, painting a picture of sibling unity that simply does not exist. They want us to believe that Harry could have continued working in tandem with William. But the reality is that their paths have been diverging for quite some time, a fact that the tabloids themselves have been all too eager to document in their relentless coverage of the royal family. The idea that Harry could have stayed and worked alongside William is a fiction, a narrative spun by those who wish to ignore the very real issues that led to his departure. It's a story that conveniently glosses over the darker aspects of royal life, the incessant scrutiny and the pressure to conform to a rigid set of expectations. But the truth is far more complex. The estrangement between Harry and William is not a sudden development, nor is it a result of Harry's inability to stay in line. Rather, it is the culmination of years of growing tension, amplified by the relentless glare of the media spotlight and the crushing weight of royal duty. The idea of a partnership between the brothers is a fantasy. But what about the charities they run? The Daily Mail article sings praises for the Royal Foundation and the Earthshot Prize. But are they really as successful as they seem? Now let's take a closer look at these charitable numbers. The Royal Foundation and the Earthshot Prize are held up as shining examples of charitable success. But what the article conveniently overlooks is the massive, taxpayer-funded support system that backs these organizations. They are buttressed by the full might of the royal family, centuries worth of global connections, and an inherent credibility that a brand new organization could only dream of. It's like comparing a fully grown oak tree to a sapling, and then criticizing the sapling for not being as tall. And yet, in the face of this apparent disparity, Harry and Meghan's Archewell Foundation has emerged as a beacon of resilience and growth. This fledgling organization is just starting to spread its wings, without the benefit of palace staff, taxpayer money, or a centuries-old network. Yet it has managed to raise millions in a remarkably short period of time. This is not a sign of failure, but rather a testament to its strength and the power of its mission. Think about it. Archewell is working against the grain in an environment that's rife with financial challenges and in the face of relentless attacks from the same tabloids that dare to compare their income. Yet it stands tall, proving that success can be achieved even when the odds are stacked against you. So, when we talk about the success of these charities, it's not just about the numbers. It's about the determination and the drive to make a positive impact, even in the face of adversity. It's about the ability to rise above the noise and focus on the work that truly matters. Clearly, the success of these charities isn't just about the numbers. So, what is the article really about? Well, that's a conversation for our next scene. Stay tuned. With all these misleading narratives and unfair comparisons, one has to wonder, what is the true intention of the Daily Mail article? You see, these articles are less about charity and more about control. The British tabloid press has a long-standing obsession with humiliating Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, and this is just another chapter in their ongoing saga. But why? What's their aim? Well, it's simple. They want to control the narrative, shape public opinion, and keep the Sussexes under their thumb. Now, you might think, surely they wouldn't go to such lengths, right? But remember, we're dealing with a press that thrives on drama, scandal, and manipulation. They've been doing this for years, and they're not about to stop now, especially not when the Sussexes are involved. This obsession is not just about Harry and Meghan, though. The tabloids are desperate to distract from Prince William's own image problems. After all, it's much easier to point fingers at the Sussexes and stir up controversy than it is to address the issues within their own ranks. They're using Harry and Meghan as scapegoats, throwing them under the bus to deflect attention from William's shortcomings. It's a classic case of misdirection, a tactic as old as time itself, and sadly, it often works. The public gets so caught up in the drama that they overlook the real issues at hand. But here's the thing. We're not falling for it. We see through their tactics. We understand their game, and we're not playing along. We know that the Sussexes are doing incredible work with their charity, despite the odds stacked against them. We know that they are committed to their mission, regardless of the tabloids' relentless attacks. We know that they're not the villains the press makes them out to be. So let's not get swayed by these misleading narratives. Let's not get distracted by the tabloids' desperate attempts to control the story. Instead, let's focus on the facts, the truth, and the good work that the Sussexes are doing. It's clear that the British tabloids are more interested in drama than facts, but we at Royal Telly are committed to bringing you the truth. As we wrap up our analysis of the Daily Mail's recent article, let's not forget the most important thing. We've taken a deep dive into the tactics employed by the tabloids, explored the strained relationship between Prince Harry and Prince William, and scrutinized the financial figures of their respective foundations. The tabloids have a long history of twisting the narrative to suit their own interests. They exploit personal issues like Harry's connection to Sentebale. They frame his departure from the royal family as a moment of weakness, and they create a fantasy of a harmonious partnership with William that was never there. We've also learned that the estrangement between Harry and William is not a new development. It's a complex issue that has been exacerbated by the relentless focus of William and the royal family on isolating Harry. When it comes to the charitable numbers, we need to remember that these figures don't tell the whole story. The Royal Foundation and the Earthshot Prize have the backing of the royal family, the crown, and a global network. In contrast, the Archewell Foundation is a fledgling organization that has been built from scratch without the support of palace staff or taxpayer money. Yet even in the face of these challenges, Archewell has managed to raise millions of dollars. The Daily Mail's article is not about charity. It's about control. It's about the tabloids' obsession with trying to humiliate Harry and Meghan. We need to stay vigilant, always critically evaluating the information we consume. Let's not forget to support Harry and Meghan in their endeavors. They've shown courage in charting their own path, and their dedication to making a difference is commendable. Thank you for joining us today on Royal Telly. I'm Chloe, and I appreciate your time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, stay vigilant and keep supporting the Sussexes.